on to you, Geminis. You have the Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles. These three cards right here are all about you, Geminis. Dating other people, and then you have somebody that's a controlling ex. Somebody that's a controlling ex coming back. The Eight of Wands represents you enjoying yourself, you understanding a little bit more about what it is that you want, what you need. The Hanged Man and the Knight of Pentacles, being patiently dating, being patient in general, getting to know other people, right? Getting to know yourself. A lot of times people who call themselves dating don't even really know themselves as much as it is that they should. And, you know, that works against them later on down the road. And the reason why it is I say that the ex is coming back is because you have the Six of Cups. But I'm jumping ahead, right? Two cards. The Five of Pentacles, I'm jumping ahead of the Five of Pentacles and the Devil card, okay? Which the Devil card is basically attached to the Six of Cups. So, say what? Oh, you said another 2 hours? Oh, well. Anyway, so the Five of Pentacles and the Devil is really about like you and you moving forward, but feeling like this person just can't seem to let you go, you know? And like it is that I said before, Gemini, you know, it's the confusion. It's the idea of I'm better than you and you're not really worth a whole lot, but you better not go anywhere and you better not move forward, because if you do, now we got ourselves a problem, aka they've got themselves a problem. And why should you Geminis care? Why would you Geminis give a flying rat? You know? And that's the delusion that they're dealing with. That's the delusion that they have. Because they're possessive. They have this mentality of, well, what's up? Like they're acting like the two of you just stopped talking yesterday, and then now they're trying to come back and apologize to you, right? Kind of like that type of setup. But the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands represents they got to stand on business, though. The disrespect that they showed you, they have to stand on that. You Geminis are not going to deal with their disrespect, right? A lot more of you Geminis have way more self-respect than you are accustomed to having. And what you did right here is definitely a pro move. You know what I mean? You basically let them stand on business. A lot of you Geminis haven't really said too much to them as of yet. They just kind of letting you sit back and think about the discussion that the two of you may have had, because they just now contacted you. And a lot of you Geminis are trying to figure out what exactly do you do about this particular situation. And the King of Wands represents, like I said, you being in this iteration of it, you being very much so patient, but a lot of you Geminis don't want to go back to an ex. You don't want this. It's just that right now it's around the holiday season. Christmas is coming up. Like it is, I said before, the colder weather here in New York, the colder weather is seen as like cuffing season, where in the warmer weather, people were running wild during the warmer weather, doing whatever it is that they wanted to do, being out of control. And around the warmer, or in the warmer weather, a lot of relationships, not every last one, right? Because you have some people who are being for real. But in the warmer weather, you have a lot of people who break up in the warmer weather, basically, specifically around Valentine's Day in particular. And during the colder weather like we're in now, right, in New York in particular, it's cold here. You understand what I'm saying? I have heat here, so I'm not that cold, but it's cold here. And in the colder weather, there's cuffing season where people want to get themselves a partner for the next holiday season, right? For Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and stuff like this and have fun. And then, And then a lot of you need help? A lot of you Geminis basically see this and like, this is the type of scenario that you got going on, right? It's the idea of you're not going to let them do the reach back. Like I said before, shout outs to accountable commentary. But you're not going to allow people to do the reach back, turn around, and now want to try to come back to you, basically. Because the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords is about, because this is about you. And not about you being selfish. This is about you wanting someone that will give you, like I've been saying, someone that can reciprocate. But this is why it is that I say that 50-50 relationships are the only, from my perspective, are the only types of relationships that work. Because you know the type of relationship where they will pour back into you the way that you pour into them. 50-50 relationships. Because when you're in a relationship where one person is doing more than the other, you're doing more than the other. So you being happy about getting the little that you get from this person where you're doing the majority of the work anyway. But you know, like I said, the dynamic that gives you the most is 50-50. And part of the reason why sometimes people have such a problem with 50-50 is because they think it doesn't work, because Gemini, because of the fact that they think that it's too transactional. In actuality, it's not. Because both sides need to understand, if you're going to be in a relationship, yes, you do have to put in work. That should already be an understanding. If a person doesn't understand that, that means that they should not be dating you in particular, or they should not date in general, or they need to just go look for somebody that's going to directly just pay for it. Because the concept of reciprocation is something that every adult that say that they're going to interact with another person and socialize should be able to understand. How you going to be an adult and you don't understand the art of reciprocation, but you socialize with somebody? It goes to show you how socially awkward a lot of people really are, though, Gemini. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Three of Swords, Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio, but the Death card, the Hermit, and the Ace of Cups. So we got to draw another one. The Six of Pentacles. So yeah, so what you should do with this particular person is don't stay with them. A lot of you Geminis probably have come to this conclusion on your own, but you're making the correct decision. Don't stay with them. Clear as day. Don't stay with them. Because they still are coming from the perspective of the devil, right? Where they're still very much so possessive. The entitlement is crazy. They still have this ideology like they have access to you, and they don't. So now the Hermit and the Six of Pentacles is about how they're projecting their own shadows about you and trying, basically they're scapegoating you. They're trying to, if you do what they want, they pedestalize you. If you don't do what it is that they want, they scapegoat you. And they don't want to admit that that type of interaction is not a very healthy relationship. The Six of Pentacles, the ex that I was just talking about, that I'm talking about now, may even try to use money, or try to make it seem like they'll take you out on quote-unquote fancier dates. Don't take that type of stuff too seriously, because when you do, if you go for it, right, then they'll still look at you a certain kind of way, because now they think that it's transactional, and it's not. You know, you Geminis are looking for someone to actually share a life with, but will take the time and has the time to understand you, as well as other things, but takes their time to understand you without needing to, you know what I'm saying? Without needing to like be so harsh with you. Because like it is, and I said before, you know, Gemini, y'all could have like people that y'all trust sometimes show y'all the craziest face when they interact with you. It's just like mad harsh and stuff like this for no reason. Especially when you Geminis is just trying to show them some compassion. You know what I mean? So you Geminis are done with that. A lot of you Geminis are over the X's, over. But again, you just got to deal with the fact that that's what happens with Mercury, right? Being ruled by Mercury, because Mercury is about what? Mercury is about X's coming back, right? And like people that you don't even associate yourself with coming back umpteenth amount of times and just, you know what I'm saying, needing to come back and all of this other stuff. And it's like, but then at the same time, still coming from a sense of superiority. And it's like, it's not about trying to be, it's not about holding superiority over somebody else's head. What makes someone truly superior is the way that they carry themselves and the way that they treat other people. But they don't understand that.